Hey folks, this is Vincent Idley with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to unbox Company of Heroes, the board game. This thing is absolutely huge, heavy and huge. We're not going to play it today, well, we may play it today, but in this particular video we're going to go ahead and just unbox it and show you what's inside of it. I already punched out some of the stuff that came with it. There are no baggies, which I'm a little disappointed about. I want to use some Fantasy Flight baggies to bag these up. But here's a quick look at what's inside the box. This is the core set. What you see behind you, can I see that? Yeah. Thank you. We'll get to that. These are expansions and things that you can buy in addition to the core game here. The developers were kind enough to send me these. Hopefully I'll get more from them later on. I'm going to cover these in a separate video or videos. But I've got the Pathfinder pack, I've got the, what is this, Terrain Pack 1, and Solo and Cooperative expansion to, at some point, cover. So we're going to push that off to the side for right now. Alright, let's take a look here. Alright, so this is the campaign booklet, I think. I think there are like alternate ways to play, but primarily you're going to see different maps in here. Like here's the Monastery medium map, there's Stalingrad medium map, there's Cologne, Troyes Ponce, whatever, I guess that's French. Airfield, large map, and so on. So the game will tell you how to set up the different boards that come with the core set. Some of them need a particular expansion to play with, like there's the 8-player bundle there, 8-player bundle, 6 or 8-player expansion, and so on. So yeah, there's also like advanced optional rules, commander FAQ stuff. So you may want to look through this completely before, you know, maybe after you read the regular rules. There's a lot here. So that's that. These are the basic rules. This is roughly 19 pages or so. This is just the standard rules on how to play the game. And these are all the different components. Yeah, look at all those miniatures. We'll get to those. We'll get to those. That's why you're here, I'm sure. But yeah, this tells you all about the game and how to play it, and I will get to this at some point. We just got this. She's sniffing the rule book. She has an obsession with the new board game smell. It's like that whole baby smell thing, the
new car smell.
New car smell. She's got this new board game smell thing going. I don't understand, but these are advanced rules. This is 7 pages or so. So this covers things like pinning, firing arcs, smoke, advanced defenses, retreating, the slow die face, I guess, maneuver phase, advanced tactics and stuff like that. So advanced rule set here. Alright, now we get into the actual components. Alright, so in this baggie we've got, it looks like 4 different boards, one for each faction in the game. This particular one is, I have no idea. I'm guessing it's for players rather than a faction. I guess anyone can take any of these if they want. But there are, I think, 4 factions in this game. So I think, and again, I haven't played this yet, but I think we've got your manpower, your munitions, your fuel, and victory points here. I've played the Company of Heroes 1 and 2 video games extensively, so a lot of this stuff seems to carry over, obviously. So this is the board, and these are like grooved, which is nice, so you won't see little cubes, you know, sliding around all over the place. I like that there's different grooved slots here. And then you have a space for your commander, which in the video game, the commander provided your faction with a particular buff, and you can swap out commanders between games and stuff like that. That's cool. So that's that. Let's take a look at what's in this bag. Okay, commander cards. Okay, so these are the different commanders that you can put on your board there. We've got the Airborne Company and Veteran Infantry Doctrine, Mechanized Companies. These are just different, yeah, there's a lot here. I don't want to go over all of them. What's that?
It's huge.
It is huge. I'm going to have to read. Soviet Range Tactics, what do we got here? NKVD Disruption Tactics and Fear Propaganda, the Sturmkopf. If I had time, I would read all of this off to you, but I don't. So, long story short, we've got some commander cards here. We've got, looks like the faction buildings. In the video game, you started off with a very basic headquarters building, but then you could build like a barracks and a motor pool and other things. I'm pretty sure that's what these are. So here's the British headquarters, for example. There's 3 factions. There's the British, there's the Wehrmacht, Germans, U.S. headquarters, or the U.S., and then the Soviets. It looks like the Oberkommando West is not in here. I'm going to assume it's an expansion that you can buy, assuming it is at all. But you've got, looks like 3 different cards, and let me go ahead and flip them over. Company command post, platoon command post, and British headquarters. Okay, so we've got 3 different buildings, and I guess you start with one, and then you can buy the other ones, probably. Again, without even reading the rules, that's what I'm assuming. But yeah, so you've got different factions in the game. 4 different factions, and these are their buildings on the backside. I'm guessing this is a guide for combat. You know, what the different unit types are, or, well, that looks like damage types, actually. Infantry, I'm guessing that's like anti-armor, or something like that. Then explosive and flame, probably. And I'm guessing these hearts over here is the type of unit, green probably being like infantry or something like that. But again, I'd have to get into the nitty-gritty with the rulebook. Miniatures, that's why you're here, right? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Now, I don't know which faction is which. I mean, I'm going to assume like Soviet is red, but I'm not gonna like, I don't know. Let's see, let's go ahead and take that out.
You can't wait to custom paint them.
No custom paint. I don't even know how to do that. Okay, so here's a quick look at that. There's a tank here. That's awesome. Here's another one. I don't know what these particular units are called, but they're pretty hefty. This looks like some kind of half track. That's cool. Then we got some infantry units in here. I can't really tell. They look like army men, really small army men. So I'm not going to pull those out. But that's the one faction. Again, I think that's the Soviets. I could be wrong. Alright, so this might be the US, probably. Green. Okay, so let's see what we got here. This looks like a mortar tank. Based on the video game, probably like a mortar tank. You've got whatever this is probably. I don't remember what it's called in the video game, but there's a tank that does heavy damage to. It's like an anti-infantry tank. It shoots 3 times. I don't remember the name of it, but that looks like that possibly, or that might be like a heavy tank. You've got this thing here. Okay, cool. And I'm guessing these are again like Jeeps or half tracks or something. Looks like Jeeps. So there's that. Alright, so that should be it for that. Okay, let's move on to the next faction. There's an empty space here. Nothing came with that, so I'm not sure if that's just supposed to be like that. It's for design. These are probably the Germans? Probably? Probably? Alright, well, let's take a look at these. Oh, this is what I was thinking of. Okay, it's this thing. Yeah, this thing shoots 3 times and destroys infantry. I remember this. I just don't remember what it's called. But yeah, there's that. There's a little bit of bending there. But I did see in the rule book somewhere where it said that you can put these in boiling water, like simmering hot water, and then you can readjust the plastic to make it straight again. There's another little vehicle.
Oh, wow.
Truck there.
They have all the names and stuff.
Yep. I was showing that to the camera earlier.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine. There's that. These guns don't rotate. But there was a faction that actually had. I'll show that in a minute. But looks like some of these pop off, and you can put a different top on top, whatever. But there's that. This looks like some kind of anti-infantry thing. Okay. This looks like a tank killer, possibly. I can't tell. It's a very small cannon there, but...
With a plus on the side of it?
Well, there's no plus. There's stickers that come with this, and I'll get to that, but I'm not going to have the time to put stickers on this. I'm not very good at that. So I'm just going to leave it nice plain Jane.
That one's the Panzer. It's the only one.
The Panzer?
Yeah.
I don't know. This looks like a Panzer too.
Panzer 5. Or 4, whatever it is.
Sure, the Panzer 3000. Alright, more troops here. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to assume that this last faction is the British. Probably.
You are correct, sir.
Okay, yes. Cheerio. Alright, so we've got this thing. Probably some kind of troop transport carrier thing. We've got this Sherman, possibly? Sherman tank. Can't tell. Well, maybe a Cromwell. I don't know. One of these is a Cromwell. One of these is a Sherman, probably. There's a long one there.
A Sherman?
Is a Sherman German? I thought a Sherman tank was...
Sherman is U.S.
Oh, that's a U.S. Okay. Oh, so it actually tells you.
Yeah.
So that was a Cromwell, probably, this long one. Probably. You've got your little guide there, so
Yeah.
feel free to call them out if you recognize them.
Mm-hmm.
There's one with a tank with like 2 barrels in the front.
That's a Centaur AA.
A Centaur AA. Okay. Now there's these tops here that have no bottom. So I think maybe I can pop off one of these tops and put this in its place. It looks like some kind of mortar, but I can't tell. Okay, and then there's the troops here. And put this off to the side.
Oh, we got them dice.
Lots of dice. Okay, so
Awesome.
we're still getting there. Okay, so if we open this up. Okay, so we've got, it looks like bases for various things. I'm not sure what this base is for. These look like they're all connected. Oh yeah, there's a little string here. I have to do some. This might be for a tank. I'm not sure. Bases for something. We've got, these are anti-armor attachments that you assign. Like here, these are where you put your troops on these little gray, or these clear plastic things. You would put your troops on these, as well as the weapon emplacements. If they were like a heavy gun or anti-tank, you'd attach these to these as well, in addition to your troops. Dice, lots of dice, different sides there. Looks like there's like some sort of speed penalty. There's a tank symbol, explosive, flame, infantry. Yeah, so there's different dice sides there. Dice that are just numbered, looks like just standard D6s. There's different colored cubes. I'm not exactly sure what these are for, but we'll have to get to that at some point. Different, it looks like effect dice, like there's frost and slow and flags and check marks, and I don't know what all that is. That might be retreat, possibly, that little yellow exclamation point. Usually you can retreat in the video game and they'll run back to their headquarters. I wonder if that's what that is. And then you've got this blue set of dice here, probably buffs. Looks like shields and probably promotion. There's a little chevron there, and possibly stealth, probably for like snipers or whatever. Smoke. Yeah, I bet you this is some kind of buff dice that you would add to your plastic there. These I think are damage cubes over here. Again, I don't know for sure, but these orange ones I think are damaged. Oh, I think these are CP movers. To move units in this game, you need to spend CP, command points, I think. And I think this is based on color. So like the Germans are probably black, and probably the Soviets are red, possibly. I don't know. They don't match the same colors as these, but I guess we'll get there. Timers, I'm not sure what this is for. I think there is a real-time strategy mode in the one rulebook, so you can play this in real time. That's going to be crazy, but that might be what this is for. I can't guarantee, though. So yeah, there's that.
That exclamation is when someone's pinned.
Oh, pinned. Okay, well, there you go.
That's cool.
Probably from an MG team or something. All right, caring for your new miniatures collection. I was just explaining this on boiling water and readjusting things. You can spray paint, contrast paint, or detailed there's no way I'm doing that.
Oh.
Errata, painting guide, and a thank you. Okay, that's cool. So there's some information there. These are stickers that came with this. I'm not going to have any time to do any of this, but that's a lot of... If you want to put stickers, you do that. It's definitely not something I do. And then there's 4 boards in here. Okay, let's just pull them all out. There's some, looks like styrofoam in here. Yeah, this styrofoam does come out, but you may want to keep this in so you can keep the board. The boards would go between them. There's 2 of them in here. There's one up there and one down here, but you just put the boards in between and keeps them in place. So here's one board, Stalingrad 2. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. And I'm guessing if you want like a large board, you have to put some of these together. But okay, so this is, wow, I like this map already. It's like one of those frost maps. So this is one side, and it looks like there's a little star there. There's manpower. There's a fuel symbol here, probably for the different resources in the game. And I'm guessing this 1A and 1B or 2B, it's probably either it's either the spawn points or probably like ways to connect other boards together, but I'm not 100% sure. So that's one map. And then if you flip this over to either side, we've got this nice big green map here. If you have a terrain pack, you can start putting buildings down and stuff. That's kind of cool. The terrain pack is something I have, and I'll show that to you in a future video. But this is the other side of the one board that I have, and there's 3 more in here. For consistency, I should probably just show them all to you. I'll just put this back in. There's that. Stalingrad 1. So it's probably like if you want a large map, I guess you put the 2 Stalingrad maps together. And here's the other maps. So yeah, I don't know if I should unfold this or not.
They're not modular?
No, it's not modular, but I'm assuming that you can put the various boards together and make one large map. But our table is only, what, 3.5 feet by 3.5 feet, so one map is going to be enough, I think. So there's the one side, and we would need like a big wargaming table if we were to play a large map. So there's the other side of that. And, alright, so let's go do that. Put that in there. And then this one is completely different. Okay. Some kind of... This is the Hill 331. Okay, map. And then there's that. And then on the reverse side, we've got... what is this? I'm looking for... What is that? Trois Ponts 2. Again, probably French. But yeah, there's look how lifelike that looks. That's really good. It would look even better with the actual terrain pack on here. Speaking of terrain pack, the terrain pack comes with buildings that I'll unbox later. But in the meantime, you're supposed to use these tokens off to the left here that I've already punched out to put on the board. Like to signify that you've captured something, or like here's a fuel depot icon. I think this is for the advanced game. In the core, like in the beginner game, the map comes with hard points already that you can capture. But if you want to create new points on the map to randomize it a bit, like you can instead of using the printed symbols on the board, you can put these like fuel depots down. You can put these munition pieces down. Those are munition points that you can capture. There's manpower. So in the advanced setup, you can use these tokens in lieu of actually using these printed symbols. So that's kind of cool. So there's that map. Let's go ahead and put that back. And I bet you this other one is the same thing. Yeah, Hill 331-2, and then the other side's probably the same, that French name I can't pronounce. So, alright, so that is a very brief unboxing. Here's a quick look at the different tokens that I was talking about earlier. There's Beaufort's emplacement, what is that, anti-tank emplacement. So these are emplacements, machine gun bunker. There is another machine gun bunker there, machine gun bunker, machine gun bunker. These reverse, looks like anti-tank emplacement. Okay, so yeah, so these are reversibles. So there's different things on the other side, mortar emplacement, and so on. So you're going to be putting these emplacements down, assuming you don't have the miniatures for them via upgrades or whatever. And then these other tokens, these are like sandbags. I'm going to assume that these are constructibles that your infantry can have. I'm going to assume that these reversible red and blue. I guess one side is red, one side is blue. And you're going to be capturing spots on the map and identifying that you've captured it with this, possibly. Or possibly with this, I'm not sure. So I think that's all for this particular video. We're going to be unboxing the other one shortly in a separate video, so stay tuned. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vincent Ida Lee. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys next time.
These books smell good.
I'm sure they do.